Hi and welcome to The Winning Factor. I'm Alan Aitken, and on this show each week we have a look at a couple of upcoming races in Hong Kong and try to isolate the key element of those races that we might look back on later as having been leading us into the winner. Well, it's Beauty Day at Sha Tin on Sunday, a celebration of the beauty horses, including Beauty Generation, and there'll be quite a few winners, I think, for the beauty horses. However, we're going to step around those, and the first race we're going to look at is race 5. Our winning factor, the tempo. Well, a quick look at the field here, and a couple of horses jump out, certainly for me, and the runners with the most interest are the last start winner, Guy Dragon, and Zac Purton's mount, Playwise. Also chances to the consistent Golden Four and Fun Times with the blinkers going on. But mostly, I want to have a look at Playwise. And that's a horse ridden by Zac Purton for Dennis Yip, and what a combination they have been over time in Hong Kong. We're going to have a look at their record here, and on this table you see that Zac Purton, he's ridden a century of winners for Dennis Yip over the last 10 years, and it isn't often that you can say you could just put a bet on a trainer-jockey pairing over such a long period and show a profit, but that's the case with Yip and Purton. A big part of that is the quality of the rides, and as you can see here, Purton has more rides for Caspar Fownes and Paul O'Sullivan, but he gets a higher percentage of favourites and horses hard in the market when he rides for Yip, and it shows in the results. Now, Playwise has not long been with Dennis Yip after starting with Michael Freedman, and Zac Purton has been aboard in the last 2 starts since he dropped to Class 4 at Happy Valley. So what's different, you might ask? Well, let's have a look at what has changed. Well, first of all, we're going to have a look at those runs, both over 1650 metres, and he's had wide gates each time, Playwise, and they haven't helped. In the first of them, race 378, Playwise had to make a long run around the field when the pressure went on mid-race, and others came late and finished the race off better than him. Then we look at the video of race 456, and this time Zac gave Playwise a brilliant ride here from the outside gate, cutting across behind them early in the race, finding the inside, and able to give him a really nice ride before they sprinted from halfway. Now, he had to make a run around the field again, but he was on the back of the winner this time, so it wasn't really an excuse, and it made me wonder if 1650 is really his game. However, this is a different style of race altogether on Sunday. The way he's finished off 1650 metres, 1400 metres, which he gets on Sunday, might be a better proposition. But more importantly, I think he's going to get a more evenly run race as well. Now, if we look at the map here, we have a number of regular front runners, Good Companion, Dragon Dance, Carefree Prince, to name 3. So the speed looks more generous than the stop-start stuff that he's had at Happy Valley. From the good draw, Zac should be able to let Playwise find his feet in midfield and flow smoothly into the race this time, and that has been missing in those runs at Happy Valley. So the tip in race 5, Playwise. His winning factor, the tempo. I think the drop back to 1400 metres is a positive as well, but the way this race will be run should give Playwise a much more even tempo and a chance to relax and then finish off the race. The other race we're going to have a look at Sha Tin on Sunday is race 6. At this time, our winning factor, the draw. Now, this is quite a handy field of lightly raced horses here. Silver Fig, Glenealy Generals, a debut winner down the straight. Diamond Brilliant coming off a nice debut himself. All You Need, who might appreciate a return to the turf. And the John Size first starter, always interesting, Warlord. But what I want to do here is go first to our map, because there's something that genuinely stands out when we have a look at the field here, and that is the draws. Now, you see there are double figure barriers for Glenealy Generals, Diamond Brilliant and Warlord. Now, for Glenealy Generals, that might not be too big an issue. He has speed and he has Multimax, the likely leader, inside him, and he'll probably follow him across. But it's not going to help Warlord at his first race appearance, and we'll see in a moment how the same gate worked against Diamond Brilliant at his excellent debut. If we look at race 499, Regan Bayliss had a bit of a thankless task here from gate 11, and Diamond Brilliant, he settled back He had to go back to try and get in and not cover too much ground, and that was only partly successful. He did have to cover some extra ground, and you'll see here he joins in at the 200 metres with a couple of other runners, but that extra ground that he covered ensured that he didn't quite finish off the race, as well as the two that beat him home. So that draw looks a problem for him again, the same barrier, barrier 11. And Glen Ely Generals, as I said, the barrier might not be the problem, but he has had problems of his own since he won that day up the straight in December. He's had an injury, he missed a lot of work in February, and so there might be a fitness edge left to the other one we're considering here, Silver Fig. Now we're going to look first at Silver Fig's most recent start, race 484. This is on a wet dirt track that wasn't really helping horses getting back and running on. But you'll see here at his first run for 13 months due to injury, Silver Fig finishes brilliantly from the rear of the field and gets into second behind Simply Big, who's raced well against since. Now, if we were going to look at that run in isolation as the consideration for Silver Fig, we might think there's going to be a problem if he's going to give that kind of start. But we're going to have a look back at his debut win at Sha Tin over 1,200 metres a year ago, or just over a year ago, when he had the same draw he has on Sunday. And you'll note here in the early stages he's much closer, he lays up handy behind the leaders, he's a little bit blocked in and has to come around them on the turn, but once in the clear he gives a very good kick for Chad Schofield and then holds off Honest Way late in the race, and we've seen him already win in Class 3, so it's a handy quality race. And we've seen Silver Fig able to take a position in a barrier trial since that first up run, so we come back to our winning factor, the draw. The tip in race 6, Silver Fig, his winning factor, the draw. As we've seen previously, he can be handier than he was in that first up dirt run, and I think that's going to be crucial in the race and give him the edge over a couple of other handy, lightly raced horses. Well, that's it for the winning factor this week. Good luck on Sunday. We'll catch you next time.